Hey, what's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D. About to react to this vid by Derek FDB. It's titled "Most Toxic Woman Ever." From the thumbnail, this is apparently Mary Jane. Is that her name? I'm pretty sure. From SpiderMan, the love interest. I don't recall exactly what she's done that was toxic. Actually, the first one, not Drew Barrymore. What the fuck is her name? What's that white lady name? She looked at like Drew Barrymore. Whatever that chick name is that was in the first Spider-Man, she did get on my nerves, but I forgot why. But anyway, he's gonna detail why she's so toxic though. Let's watch.
Will you marry me?
Kirsten Dunst.
Mary Jane!
I already expressed my love for
Yeah,
Spider-Man in my previous video. But what I didn't tell y'all is there's one character from the Spider-Verse that I absolutely despise. Solely because of how much they put Peter Parker through. It's not any diabolical evildoers like Green Goblin, Carnage, or, worst of all, The Wall. But possibly worse, Mary Jane Watson from the 2002
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
she the one who got on my nerves.
Probably
What is her name?
Why? What does she do that
I think that is Kirsten Dunst. I think I'm right.
it'd be so bad? Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm going to go through every toxic and manipulative
be knowing
thing she
niggas'
did to
names, but
Peter
I feel
Parker.
like-
And not just him either, but all the men she was with. And by the end of this video,
Yep.
you'll finally understand why she's
That's
the
her.
most toxic woman
She got on my
ever.
nerves.
Treat me like what this. Don't get me dirty. Oh boy, yeah.
First, I'm gonna start it off with the original
such a
Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 1. You would expect this, being the first movie, for it to be a little more calm, but no. She's a bad person. So first thing we see from her is that she stops the bus for Peter. You know, very nice act, you know, selfless act. And you realize she's dating the bully. And that pretty much negates any act of kindness she does for Peter or anybody else who gets bullied by him. And it's like, oh, maybe she doesn't know. No. She knows. He does it right in front of her, and she doesn't care. You think a little, Flash, stop. It's gonna do anything? Then after Peter gets his powers, we find out she doesn't have the best of dad, so makes total sense now.
I have to
Peter
go to
being
school.
the good guy that he is, you know, he just tries to
Remember that
chop it
scene.
up with her to cheer her up a little. And it was working too. I mean, look at the face. You could tell she was falling in love.
I gotta go.
Or not. And eventually she breaks up with Flash on graduation. Day of, too, which is, yo, that's ruthless. That's like equivalent to telling your grandma she has cancer on her birthday. That's foul. But I can't lie, that's not the worst thing she's even done yet. Because then she gets with Peter's best friend, Harry. But him getting with MJ was probably the worst decision he made. Because she does not care about him at all. The first thing she does is let Peter know that she's dating his best friend. And then she tells Peter, we should go out for lunch sometime. Don't tell Harry.
From what I recall, Peter was not aggressive enough in going after what the fuck he wanted. Okay? You don't get what you want being timid in life. And this is just based on what I recall. I have not seen this movie in a very long time. But I remember him being all timid, like, do you like me? Nigga, speak the fuck up. Nobody want that shit. So that, that I kind of understand why she wasn't really... You feel me? Fucking with him like that, because although she had a crush, it's like, come on, you gonna step up or what? What you gonna do? You want me to be the man in the situation? What's up?
Okay. Kinda really sus, but it's not cheap.
I don't remember the details.
I don't
so.
think people realize how messed up this
Don't.
kiss is. Okay, so one, she doesn't know the dude. So she doesn't know it's Peter. So as a viewer, you shouldn't feel happy for Peter. She thinks she's kissing some other dude. Two, she's cheating on Harry. And three, she doesn't know the dude. Again, that's nasty. And this is all to say thank you because he saved her once? You're telling me the homeless dude I gave money to yesterday should be trying to make out with me just because I gave him $1? And the worst part about this is that right before this, she was still flirting with Peter. So it seemed like she was gonna cheat regardless. Peter asked how her and Harry were doing. She said, why so interested? Like, and the most messed up part is there is not an ounce of remorse in her face. We don't get to see her reflecting on her actions. If anything, she's open about how much she loves Spider-Man. She was on the phone with Harry talking about,
Harry went after what he wanted.
Don't let the bed bug.
like, Harry did not catch a break. Next thing that happened is that he walked in on Peter pretty much risen up his girl. And again, I gotta backtrack. Mary Jane came talking to Peter, who she knows for sure at this point. If she doesn't know, she's just who she knows for sure likes her. She came to him to talk about how much she loves Spider-Man while still dating Harry. And look how happy she is to talk about this. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm glad Goblin kidnapped her because she deserved at least a little bit of bad karma for this. I don't even know how she survived this whole situation. Her forearm strength must be be insane. Look at that catch. Look at it. And then by the end of the first movie, when her and Harry are broken up, she decides the best place for her to confess her feelings to Peter is at Harry's dad's funeral. Wow. Standing ovation. We're off to an amazing start.
Yeah, she was annoying. I can't lie.
So at the end of the first movie, after Mary Jane confessed her feelings to Peter, he pretty much told her, I gotta do my own thing since I'm Spider-Man, but you don't know that, so I just gotta do my own thing. So the first time we see her is at Peter's birthday party with her, Harry, and Peter, which is like probably so awkward. I don't think I'd be able to do it. And Mary Jane starts this movie off hot. I cannot hold you. This is the most toxic she's ever been. So first thing she does is go up to Peter and try forcing him to confess that he loves her. She was busting out all the stops, the face touch, the eye contact, and she almost got him too.
Cause she wants something. It's like, damn nigga, do you want me or not? Hello, I'm fucking with you, but meet me halfway. Hello. That's what it's giving. But again, I don't remember this movie. I'm gonna keep giving that disclaimer because I kind of don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But from what I recall watching this movie 20 years ago, or however old the shit is, he was not given enough. Okay.
She had my boy Peter saying,
Oh boy, yeah.
MK Ultra levels of manipulation. But Peter held it down and didn't say a word. He didn't confess any feeling. And I know this got her tight. Look at her face. And right after, she does one of the most petty things I've ever seen in cinema history. She immediately walks away and says, by the way, I'm seeing somebody. And just sits there and waits for my boy Peter's reaction. Do you know how messed up that is? Like, let that happen to me. I might just
I woke up Chris Breezy.
So in this movie, Mary Jane's an actress, so, you know, she has plays and stuff. And she really wanted Peter to go to hers. But, you know, Spider-Man stuff comes up, and Peter wasn't able to make it. And MJ, well, she took this to the heart, because next time she sees Peter, you know what happens? She agrees to get married to the dude, just to get back at Peter. You know how messed up this is to Peter and to the guy she's with? He's just an innocent bystander who's getting in the way. She's just using the man. There's that scene where she tells him to lay a certain way so she could kiss him and pretend like she's kissing Spider-Man, pretty much confirming that she's still thinking about Spider-Man and Peter while with this dude. Then later in the movie, she's telling Peter again, you love me, just say it, you love me. And when Peter tells her no, she's like, kiss me, go ahead, kiss me. Mind you, she's still engaged to the dude.
So Peter ain't fucking with her, so what's the problem?
The ring is literally right there. They show it in the shot. Then she gets kidnapped again. And after Peter comes to save her and he convinces Doc Ock that he's good again and all this stuff, the whole place starts collapsing on them. And Peter's holding it up by himself, the whole place, and she's under him, and she has the audacity to say, you do love me. Get out the way! And at the end of the movie, after they do all this lovey-dovey, confess love stuff, she does one of the most messed up things I've seen in my life. So at this point, we know the guy she's married to, Jameson, she doesn't love him. We know that. She's in love with Peter. So a normal person would call off the wedding and just get with Peter. But Mary Jane, since she's an actress, she wants to be in this fantasy world where she gets to be dramatic as hell and all this stuff. She waits to the day of their wedding and then just runs away to Peter, probably leaving the dude with years and years, and I'm talking years of emotional damage. Like, that man is DTB for life. He ain't trusting no one. And by the end of this movie, she confesses to Peter again, and she pretty much says they'll be together no matter what. Him being Spider-Man, him being Peter Parker, it doesn't matter. They're gonna get through it all together. And if you watch the third movie, you know that's cap.
What happens in the third movie? I think it's the one I didn't like. Was this the black one? The black Spider-Man?
This is probably the worst one. Still my favorite though. So at the beginning of this movie, Mary Jane's still an actress, but now she's like big, like Lizzo, fame-wise. And her and Peter are truly in love now. Like, nothing could go wrong. Peter was even ready to get engaged and everything. But then, you know, it's Mary Jane, so nothing could ever be normal in a relationship. She gets fired, which wasn't her fault, okay? That's normal. But normally, people who get fired don't start to envy their partner. Because that's exactly what Mary Jane does. She starts to get mad at Peter for being Spider-Man. When in the last movie, she literally just accepted that he was Spider-Man, and there are things that come with being Spider-Man.
Now she's jealous of the fame.
Jealous? But let me slow down. I'm not gonna act like Mary Jane is all bad, because Peter was tweaking in this movie. He really kissed Gwen Stacy in a crowd full of people, knowing his girlfriend is right there. Like, he just said bye to her a second ago, and he still kissed her in front of everyone. And I thought he would apologize. I honestly did, but he just said, oh, that's just a girl from class. This man is the worst gaslighter on the planet. Mary Jane is still an L, though, because when she was mad at Peter, she had the audacity to tell him, that's our kiss. When she was doing the same thing in the last movie with her fiance. Mary Jane eventually actually forgives Peter. not being petty at all. She comes to him saying she wants to be there for him, and she knows he made a mistake, and she forgives him. And like I said, Peter was tweaking this movie. He literally hits her with a, okay, I don't need your help. And since Peter was being so rude to Mary Jane, she thought that the only way to get back at him was to go back to her old ways. So she cheats on him with Harry.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
I would say I didn't see this coming, but she cheats on someone in every single Spider-Man movie. She is literally 3 for 3. And now Peter comes to apologize
even like
to her.
him.
This is so toxic. He starts saying he loves her, and she's like, no, we can't be together. No, no, no.
There's someone else. I've fallen in love with someone else.
I woke up Chris.
But it turns out it was Harry who was behind it all, and he just wanted to demoralize Peter. But she did actually cheat though. That
he
was
wasn't
so
there.
now to get back at MJ, this back and forth never stops. Peter takes Gwen Stacy to the bar where MJ works.
I hated her
and just
voice,
starts-
I think. She's really pretty.
Just starts
But
dancing with her.
did she have like a
Definitely
baby
the most cringe
voice?
sequence
Oh
in
yeah,
the
this was
movie.
terrible.
Gwen Stacy honestly deserves so much better in every single movie. If it's not her back getting broken or her best friend dying, it's this. And I know I made that Chris Breezy joke a second ago, but Peter actually slaps her.
Oh. That was the black Spidey taking over
Eventually,
though.
again, Mary Jane gets kidnapped. And again, she saves herself. I'm telling you all that forearm strength.
Okay.
And both of her exes team up to stop the villains. Harry dies though, so I guess she chose the right one. So the movie ends with Peter and MJ, I guess, forgiving each other or something.
Harry died?
I don't know, it's pretty vague. They just kind of hold hands and smile at each other. And I can presume they lived happily ever after. As y'all can see though, the 2002 MJ is clearly the most toxic woman ever. But it's not just her. All
Why
Mary
he puts
Janes are like
Zendaya? Yeah, I'm about to say why he puts Zendaya in the thumbnail. What'd she do? I don't recall.
There's a 1994 MJ. She was crazy. She literally jumped off a building so Peter could prove that he loved her. And then there was that one time she got sent to another dimension and she eventually came back, but it turned out that wasn't her. That was a water clone, which makes sense because the bitch wasn't crazy. The real MJ actually got remarried in the other dimension to a dude named Paul and forgot about Peter Parker. Then there's the new MJ, Zendaya, who I wasn't gonna mention at all, but as I was recording this video, the trailer for her new movie came out. And clearly, she's the worst one of all. I really thought she was super, super innocent. But no, she was getting tag teamed in that trailer. Mary Jane being a thought has to be a canon event. My condolences go out to Tom Holland. As I said earlier though, MJ is the most toxic woman in the universe. My fellas watching this, try to avoid women like this. Because even if you give them the world, the second they go to another dimension, they'll leave you for a guy named Paul. And moral of the story,
I mean, I guess. I definitely recall her getting on my nerves though, watching these movies. And she, of course, could have did some things differently, but I stand by my opinion that Peter wasn't doing enough. He was way too shy and way too timid and not wanting to take charge and be like, hey, I'll fuck with you. You trying to do this or what? It's me and you or not. Like, that's what he should have said to her, and he did not. It was, hey, Mary Jane. Like, no, nobody likes that. All right, you got to have some type of confidence about yourself and assert yourself. Women like that. You seem unsure. It's like, all right. That's why she kept questioning if he loves her. She like, do you like me? Do you fuck with me? Like, because, you know, when a nigga is timid and quiet, bitches ain't sure, all right? We don't know. It's like, you ain't doing enough. I need you to be very direct and be like, hey, I'm fucking with you. What's up? That's what I like, you know, but maybe that's why she was acting like this. But she was annoying and she was toxic, all right? Peter got toxic at the end, too. Okay? He was also doing the most. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.